So this is quite exciting because I haven't gone over to the shop for like 2 or 3 weeks now. We've been doing a lot of buying if you've been watching our videos, and I haven't managed to take any of the stuff over to the shop. Now there's not loads of free space at the shop, but I'm going to show you what I'm taking anyway. I'm doing a bit of like a half van load today. So this is what I'm taking over to the shop today. There's a few bits of furniture at the back, the nice pine side table with faux bamboo legs, like a dresser base, and then I got a lot of smalls in these boxes here as well. And I'm also taking the cow. So I haven't been over to the shop for a few weeks, and like I said, there's not loads of space there, but it is a lovely day. This is my first chance to get over there again. Put all these new bits in the shop, lots of stuff to hang on the walls. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring you guys along. So I'm here again in Heel at the Antique Village, and this time I'm actually here early. Sometimes we don't get here, but it hasn't actually opened yet, so I'm actually gonna get a good chance to unload some new stock in. And I'm gonna go have a look at the unit, see what it looks like right now. Might actually get a chance to like look around the shop again properly. Anyway, they open in about 20 minutes or so I better get a move on. Okay, so this is what our unit looks like today. So not a lot's changed because I don't think we sold a lot in the last like couple of weeks. But I'm gonna move out some old stock and have a bit of a shift around and try to drop off some of the new pieces, just to keep it fresh, keep it interesting. And it's always nice to have new stock in here, especially for the regulars who come in quite a lot. Okay, so that's the first little load of things. I'll just quickly show you what we put in now. Put those new candlesticks in, the new West German vase, and that Paula Humphreys bull figure. Also, I don't know if you remember these bears, but I just put one of those in. I've also put in this old Dutch JVE cast iron, like Dutch peddler clock. We've had it for a little while, but yeah, I've just put it in this shop now. Here at the front, I've put in the new like pendulum swinging horse and that other bear that we had. Back here, I've put in the decoy duck, which I love. And I've also put in the brass telescopic shoe stand. Not finished yet, still got a couple bits of furniture, another box, and some other bits and pieces that I can't even remember now. So yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing them in. But yeah, just trying to fill it right up. I think it needs it right now. All right, so I did decide to bring in this like Victorian pine side table with faux bamboo legs. I love it, but I put a really hefty price on it. Don't know if it's gonna go. I'm not gonna be sad if it doesn't, but anyway, I've put that here at the back. And I put the tool chest underneath. So this is now our new front section. I think Holly's gonna be quite mad at me when she finds out I've done this. But we almost need like more space because I don't know where else it could go. I've left the space just here for another like dresser base, which is really nice. As you can see, there's kind of just stuff everywhere. I kind of wanted to put the table at the front, but at the moment I think it's just gonna have to be there, which is fine, you know. Maybe I'll swap over the blue one and the pine one. So the cow's coming in with me as well. And funny enough, I reckon the cow is actually going to be the first thing or the next thing to go out of all the new stuff. Yeah, what a good little cow. Anyway, I'm going to put him sort of like front and center. Don't let Holly see this video because she's going to be so mad at my designing skills. So yeah, now when you come along, you see the cow, like first thing, front and center. Got the new cow, so I do reckon he's going to be quite a quick one to go. But I've been wrong before. Actually, I've been wrong loads of times. I have no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely sweating now, but I just brought in the little dresser base there. I love that piece, it's actually really nice. And now I've just got to unpack this box. So yeah, it looks a little bit different than last time, which is good. I want to get some stuff up on the walls as well, so I've got the screwdriver. I think I'm done bringing stuff in. I don't think I can fit anything else in here. I brought like a wall cabinet, and I also brought in that like bedside cabinet, which I just don't have space for. So I need something to sell, and then I can bring those in. But yeah, this is what it looks like now. I'm just gonna put a couple things on the wall. That hook a duck sign at the bottom. Going to put that on the wall, and I'm also going to put those Beaver Man lights up on the wall. But other than that, yeah, I really can't cram any more furniture in here. But I do like this new piece at the end, this green dresser base antique pine. I do like that one. Hopefully that goes. I'm not sure if it'll look much different to you guys because it's still got some of the old furniture in here. But yeah, pretty happy with it. I mean, we almost need a bigger space because I've still got a lot of furniture at home as well, which I couldn't bring in. So if we ever get, I might ask in a minute actually, see if they've got any bigger spaces available for us. We'd obviously like to move upstairs at some point as well. I almost forgot our mirrors from the last one. I know I shouldn't hold this like this in case it breaks, but yeah, I almost forgot these like 19th century like wall sconce mirrors. So yeah, I'm gonna put those up on the wall as well. I think I'm done moving in the new pieces. It's hard work, but I'll just show you a couple bits that we got kicking about. Over there you can see those like pair of 19th century mirrors that I was talking about with the sconces. Love them. So yeah, put them here. I think they look really smart like that. They're only little, but I think they look really nice. And they're very good quality, so I'm hoping they do quite well. Ended up putting the hook a duck sign up there. It's only cheap. And then I've got the duck underneath it as well. Now this is a bit of an unusual one. I actually didn't put those beaver lights. I actually didn't put those Beaver Man lights on the wall. I actually quite like them there because it's like a really nice quality section. So I've got that Victorian pine table with the faux bamboo legs, Victorian spice tower, you know, this cool little shoe stand, and then yeah, these beaver lights. I think they're really cool. I put the shades next to them, so hopefully someone can have like a proper look at them down there. There's me in the mirror. I've also reduced the price on that because a couple of you guys mentioned in the comments it wasn't what I thought it was. I put it was very much in the manner of liberty, and I thought it might have been, but it wasn't. So I put the price down on that like by quite a lot. And then yeah, new like dresser base over there with a few little bits on it. A couple bits of like old new stock on here with a couple new bits as well. Still got that mirror on the wall there as well. I really like that mirror there. Front section's obviously changed quite a lot. Got the cow down to the left, the bear, the horse, the pendulum horse. Apothecary drawers, still got those at the moment. Yeah, just changed a few bits up around. You know, it might not look loads different because we still got a lot of the same furniture in here. Clearly I'm struggling for space to put all the stools. I must stop buying stools because like I've kind of run out of space right now. Hopefully that black table sells at some point. Then I can put the new one that we bought a couple of videos ago. Then I can put that one in. Truly don't know what the first thing to sell will be. I think it could be the cow because it's not like a crazy price. But yeah, probably the cow I reckon would be the first thing to go. Someone might come down and just completely clear it out today. That'd be nice. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot on. It's my mum's birthday, so I'm going to go and hang out with my mum for a little bit. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, are you guys ready? So I have just literally come home from West Coca, I think is where I was, and I just went to pick up these. So check out this new bit of furniture, which is very, very cool. Yeah, saw this on Facebook, so I went to a private house. It was actually a flat. This was in a flat amongst a lot of other very high quality mahogany furniture and stuff. Like, you guys know we don't really buy a lot of brown furniture, do we, Hol?
We don't, not anymore, no.
No, but when it comes to pieces like this, I'll take it all day long. But yeah, so basically, this is a early 20th century, probably 1920s, 1930s haberdashery cabinet of 24 drawers. It's very big. It's about 2 meters. I think it was 183 meters wide. It's quite thin, which is quite good. It'll go in most people's homes. You know, it'd be a nice, really nice sideboard for someone. You can see on the drawers the remnants of like where they had the labels. I wish those were still there, but unfortunately not. It's got lovely like brass campaign handles, and in a lot of these drawers, they still have like old stickers and things like that. So I'll show you one here, but it basically just has like an old sticker of like whatever it was. Me and Holly have tried to look at it. We can't really make it out too well, can we? Just something about...
It's quite old school handwriting, which is quite nice.
Something per dozen. I don't know. And then it's still got labels on here. So yeah, this is a really, really lovely haberdashery cabinet, and I'm very, very pleased with it. It wasn't cheap by any means, but it certainly won't be cheap when we sell it. So that's good. I think it's on a bit of a later base, and I did check that it could be taken off. So someone's probably just done that because it would have been a bit short. So they probably put that on the base to turn it into like a nice sideboard. Otherwise they'd have to prop up on something. Because they probably had this like, I don't know, like on a counter, like behind you. Like if your shop counter's there, they probably had it like behind you or in a workshop or whatever it was. So yeah, the only thing I can't really work out is who is the maker. Often on the times you'll get, you know, a maker's mark somewhere like just on the drawer or sometimes on the handles. And I've checked this all over and I can't find it, which is a shame because it's very, very nice quality, as you can see, and it's very, very heavy and the handle's all lovely. It's all intact. Everything's good. But yeah, just can't find any maker's marks. So yeah, bit of a shame on that one. But other than that, it's a very lovely piece. Very cool. Yeah, what do you think, Hol?
I think it's beautiful. I mean, yeah, we're not really dark furniture people currently, but this is different. This is like, it reminds me of like a sort of like medicine. You'd have old labels on it. There'd be needles. If you open a drawer out, there'd be pill. It's so cool. I really like it.
Yeah. The lady I bought it from was under the impression that it came from a post office or something. I can't find any labels, say GPO or whatever post office labels are. So it might have well have done, but unfortunately I can't really prove that provenance. So yeah, anyway, it's not that we're not into brown furniture though, is it? It's just to get a piece of brown furniture, it really has to be high quality.
And I think it has to look nice, because sometimes brown furniture can just be quite the same.
Yeah.
Whereas something like this is unique, it's different.
Yeah, typically we stay away from most mahogany pieces. I don't really have loads more to say about it. I'm just wondering whether it's worth trying to get in the shop, because it is very, very heavy. Had to take out all the drawers to get it out of this flat, and then it was still heavy then. And then obviously all the drawers go in a certain way, and I was just faffing around for that for about 20 minutes.
And I really wouldn't look forward to taking it down those stairs.
No, it's going to be a nightmare to take down the
Would
stairs.
it even fit around that corner?
I don't think so, no.
That's the thing, it's got a really tight corner to get down those stairs, and I don't think we'd make it. You'd have to lift it up.
It'd be hard to get in the shop. Obviously, we don't have space for it right now. But, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this base. Obviously, it's a later base, and I don't know. It doesn't really complement it, but it does make it into an actual usable piece of furniture.
I don't mind it at all.
Really?
I really don't mind it at all.
I mean, whoever made the base has done it quite well. Yeah, anyway, like I said, I haven't got loads more to say about it. I'm very pleased with it. Just can't seem to find any maker's marks. Anyway, I'm like saying bad things about this piece, but it's very lovely. I don't actually think I've got all the drawers in the right places.
Where'd you find it? Facebook?
Yep, got this one on Facebook.
See, that's a great Facebook find.
Well, you know, it is one of those things, like 90% of the time it's terrible. Sorry, 99% is terrible. And then 1% of the time, you'll just get a nice piece for a decent price as well. Yeah, anyway, right, we'll leave you that. In the rest of this video, I'm gonna pop over to an antiques fair, maybe go to an antique shop and see what else we can buy. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, so stay tuned. So for this segment of the video, we wanted to talk about how much money and how well we've done in the new shop. A few people have been asking. I think on our first day when we moved into that thing, in the video we said like, oh, 2 pieces sold straight away. Like it was great, wasn't it? But we're what, 2 months in?
Our first the moving in date was March the 7th.
March the 7th, and now it is
April the 28th.
End of April at the time of filming this, yeah. So we just thought it'd be good to do a little recap on how we've done. So yeah, we're gonna run you through some of the things that have sold.
So moving in date, the 7th, those 2 items were the distress painted cupboard.
Yeah.
For £340 and 20 pence.
Yeah.
And then the American folk art cowboy on horse balancing pendulum.
Yeah.
121.50.
Yeah. So for that green sideboard, we paid 185. We sold it for like 378 or something, but then obviously we paid commission at the Antique Village.
Yeah.
So you got to knock off another 10%. We didn't have commission in our last shop.
No, they just took a rent.
I mean, don't get me wrong, commission is quite a normal thing in the antiques world. Like with auctions, we pay commission on both sides. It's quite a normal thing. Anyway, and then we sold the folk art sort of cowboy pendulum, balance and pendulum. We paid, do you remember how, we paid 60 for that?
Yeah.
Shepton, same day actually. And what did it sell for?
121 is what we got from
121 after commission.
Yeah, so all of these prices are what we got for the item.
Yeah, and that was it for our first week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we did, what does that come to? Just under 500?
It was 461.70.
461 on our first week, yeah. So then going into our second week there, we sold a few more pieces. Yeah,
we actually sold in that week 4 items.
4 items.
So we sold the gimbal lamp.
Yes, that gimbal ship's lamp. We had that for a little while. Got that in a collection of other brassware, and I think I paid 130 for this big collection of brassware. And I'm pretty sure all the other little bits and stuff sold and sort of made all that money back anyway.
Right, yeah.
And then I had that lamp left over, which made...
Yeah, I really liked that lamp actually. That sold for 121.50.
Yeah, nice.
And that was on the 16th, so start of the week basically.
Yeah.
The next was the horse figure. I remember us fighting over this because...
Horse figure was that little one I found at Exeter Antique Fair.
Yeah.
And it's that little Trojan horse. Half it was glazed.
Yeah.
The other bit wasn't. £25.
We were fighting over it because we had so many horse things in the shop. I just had no idea where they just said horse figure. I was like, The only good thing is they do send photo.
Yes.
That massively helps.
They do, yeah. Bought that for a tenner. sold for 25 in the shop.
We got in our pocket £20 and 25 pence. The next was pine table, the black pine table. That really nice.
Really nice.
That
black
almost
pine
sold
table.
slightly too quickly.
It did. I would have happily kept it for a lot longer, but I didn't want to mark up the price too much on it. But that one came from Bath Decorative Antique Fair, and I think I paid £195 for that table, which is quite a lot for a pine side table, but it was nice. It was a 19th century one, very nice.
It was so nice.
Yeah, original paint.
And to be honest with you, if I wanted that, if I was buying that to put in my house, I would pay that for it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because it was nice.
Yeah. So how much did we sell it for?
We sold it for, well, we got in our pocket 306 for it.
306, so we made 110 on it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it was an expensive purchase, but you know, you can afford to only make £100, something like that.
Then the last thing that week was a distressed pine cupboard.
Distressed pine cupboard. Distressed pine cupboard. How much is that?
1377.
So that's the one that you painted.
Oh.
Had glazed doors. We put that top on it, so you could use it as like a side sort of thing. It had a cupboard, a little drawer at the bottom. We bought it from auction for about £50. Plus commission after that.
The yellow is ingrained in me.
Yeah, we put some planks on top of it, and you changed the handles up on it.
Yeah.
And sold. I think we probably about doubled our money on that one, because it was like 50 plus commission plus a little bit of paint.
So on the 24th, which is a new week, but we sold 3 items in one day.
Oh great.
But that was it for the week.
Right.
That was a small bird bath.
Yeah, little cast iron
which
one.
was really nice.
Paid £10 for that.
We got 1980 for it.
Yeah, so basically just doubled the money on it.
We sold a pine chest of drawers.
Yes, we sold both of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was the delight. Oh gosh,
yes, so we had the big pine chest of drawers, which we had here in the house for a little while.
Oh, they could have stayed.
And we also had that smaller chest of drawers, which we got from Shepton. Same time we got the other furniture. And we did the 2 for 800, I think.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did the 2 for 800. So after commission and everything, that came to what, 7? So yeah, after the commission and everything, we got 720 for the 2 chest of drawers, and they were both really nice ones. I think for the large one, I paid about 255.
That was a Facebook find?
No, that was an auction find. The larger one, and then the smaller one was Shepton.
Shepton, remember that?
And we paid 220 for that.
Yeah.
So not loads of profit in both of them, but together it was decent.
No, but they'd be beautiful in someone's house.
Yeah. Well, someone took the 2 together, so
yeah.
They obviously had a plan in mind.
But that was the 3 items for the week, and it sold in one day, and that was 739.80.
Oh wow!
We got for that.
Okay.
So it wasn't another okay week.
Yeah,
we were still going on a high.
That was 3 great weeks. Yeah.
And then the last 2 items were the end of March, which was small items. So we sold the Liberty style elephant.
Yeah, that little leather style elephant. It had a bit of a broken trunk, but I got it for £20.
And we received 36.45.
Yeah, so £15 profit. No, or £16. Not loads in it, but I just didn't want to leave it.
It's a nice little.
For £20, I just thought let's have it.
I think we were getting a lot of comments as well about just getting more smalls. I think at that time as well. So we really just wanted to do little things, not huge profit, but have something quite. It also said the look of the stool. You know,
it is important to look good. Yeah.
We wanted it to look nice with some smalls to decorate. And then the second item was a swan neck lamp.
Yes, quite a few videos ago now, I bought that 1920s adjustable swan neck lamp.
Yeah.
Came with that horrible shade, and then I put the enamel blue one on it.
The one I chose.
Yes. No.
Ow.
Sorry, that's the one there. I've been waiting for another lamp for that one. I bought another one for a £5.
All this time I was thinking it was mine.
I'm sorry. Anyway, how much did it sell for?
I don't rate that now.
What did we get for it?
$56.70.
Yeah, so this is after commission, these prices as well. So we got $56.70. Again, not loads of profit in that. I think maybe 25, just over, maybe like $27.50 profit in that. So
that week was £93.
£93 that week. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then we get into April, and let's be honest about it. we've not had the best April. The shop has done very well for April.
Really well.
When I spoke to them, they've almost, I think it was like a record or almost record breaking month for them or something. But us personally, as sellers, we've definitely struggled a bit in April. And I think the last time we experienced this was October half term.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
In the last shop. And I think I made a video called The Hardest Week Ever.
Well, from the 28th of March, we didn't actually have another sale until the 18th of
Yeah, so
April.
What's that, 3 weeks? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was this 3-week gap where we didn't really sell anything.
We sold nothing. Like, we sold nothing and we were slightly looking
I was starting to worry because obviously we still have to, it's a weird one because like you shouldn't really be spending all your money. But again, at the same time, you need to keep stock fresh. What?
You love to spend money.
Spending money is the fun part. We just weren't selling anything. And
I know it is the whole thing is very hit and miss, isn't it, with people?
Oh yeah.
I completely understand that. I'm learning that, but
well, I'm learning it too.
I just think we had such a mega few weeks, and then it just went to nothing. It was just. We were hoping like, I really hope we do sell something soon. We were on the emails like constantly, refreshing.
I'd go in and be like, maybe I missed an email or something. I don't really know what to suggest. Maybe I was sort of toying with like, is the pricing wrong? Is the location in the shop wrong?
I think we had such a high, it was a bit of a low for us.
Yeah.
It just made us maybe overthink things.
It had me second guessing everything. Everything I was looking at, I was like, did I just completely miss the mark on that?
We had such an amazing few weeks. I think panic stations is what we went into.
Oh yeah.
Why? Is our stuff not good enough?
Here I was like, I want to do this for a full-time thing, and I'm thinking, I'm not cut out for this.
Are we selling the wrong stuff? Is it not priced right? Are people not liking it? Like, yeah.
There's so many factors it could be. Like
location.
It could be location in the shop. Like it might, but then everyone else has been crushing it. So
yeah.
There's so many things it could be. It just might be like just that month it was just a dry spell because of the type of thing you sell, and you just don't know.
After the 3-week gap on the 18th, we finally praised because we sold the oak 2-door cupboard. Yeah,
so guys, that's actually the same day that I went to the shop earlier in this video. After I left and I couldn't fit any more in the shop, this 2-door cupboard sold on my way home, and I was like, oh, great. But that was a bit of a relief. I was like, whew, okay. So that was good, and we sold that one for $145.80 after commission. So that's what we got out of it. Not loads of money, but it wasn't like a standout piece or anything. Holly did a lot of work to it, make it look nice. We didn't pay a lot of money for that. I don't actually remember how much it was, but it wasn't in great condition and it wasn't anything. So I think it's probably like £20.
Is that the one I painted?
I think we probably made like £100 in that one.
I really liked that. Like, I really liked that piece. And then, so after that was on the 18th of April, and then after that, another sale wasn't till the 25th of April.
So another week later, so we had another week where we didn't do anything.
That was the blue cologne bottle.
So we had that little perfume bottle which came with the candlesticks and stuff from our auction video. Sold for
£9.
£9. So it sold for a tenner, £9 after commission. I think I paid £12 for the candlesticks, the bottle, and this vase. It's like £12, so that's almost paid for it. And that was just a +1 extra anyway. I wasn't bothered about that one.
It was just another small piece.
It was just a cheap piece. I went in and put some cheaper stuff in earlier in this video, didn't I? So we had a couple more sales today.
The Stuart crystal vase.
Yeah, just a little Stuart crystal vase. We've had it for 5-6 months.
Yeah, it's really nice, but just
it's just nothing special. It's just like I don't even have it. It's just a crystal vase.
Well, of course we don't have it. It's sold. I can't believe you just said that. I don't even have it.
I don't have a photo to show them, but it's just a vase, and it didn't owe us.
That's just the funniest. I've actually never heard. I don't have it. Really? Because we've sold it. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Mum, she's bullying me again.
Oh, I'm coming
home.
Should you blame it on jet lag?
I'm coming home. Anyway, yeah, that one didn't owe us any money. We had it for like 6 months or so.
We can't show it to you.
It came with like a couple other vases, and we sold it for £15. So we got £13.50 out of that, and I'm pretty sure that is all profit. That is all profit.
And then the next item, which was actually really nice.
Oh, that was cool.
It was a Black Forest music box.
Yeah.
A black bear.
Black Forest bear.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And it's a matchstick holder?
Yeah, it had like a matchstick holder, matchbox holder. What are we getting out of it?
55?
Getting 55 out of it. Now, I've got to admit, I don't think there's much profit in that. It might actually only be between 20 and 25 pound profit in that. But, I mean, that's almost double. It's not like...
It's okay. It was really nice.
Yeah, you couldn't put too much of a higher price on it, like, so you would completely double, because it's not really worth anything more than £60 or whatever I put on it. But I think a few of you guys like that as well, actually. So, yeah, that's gone. And unless anything sells in the next 2 days, that's pretty much April done, isn't it?
Yeah, so new shop is to date £2,103.48.
Yeah, so 2,103. Bear in mind,
and we're coming up to nearly being in there for 2 months.
Yeah, April's only been like £200-ish.
Yeah, 145 plus 78.
Yeah, 220.
I just hope it picks up a little bit. I mean, we've had conversations together about,
absolutely.
How long do you give these things? Like,
well, something that keeps playing on my mind, and I am all for having a shop space, but something that keeps playing on my mind is when I went to Cotswolds in the last video, I spoke to the guy in the Drew Pritchard shop, the guy who works there, and we were talking for a little while, and he said his biggest piece of advice, or however we got onto that, was just to have an online presence. Like, you need to be online.
Yeah, we're hearing it more and more.
Yeah.
And
so I'm just wondering if it's worth doing both.
I mean, yeah, I would 100% say do both.
So, like,
I think it's working out logistics of sending and packaging and
shipping furniture.
Yeah.
Packaging smalls, it's no problem.
No, small, but a lot of our items and our impressive items are big, you know.
Like that.
Yeah, that amazing, like...
The cupboard we showed you earlier in the video.
It's in my living room.
That's going to cost someone a lot of money to ship. Obviously, we need to cover rent in the shop, though.
Yeah,
And from the profits we've made this month, we haven't actually covered rent, unless something big goes tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to be sort of minus for April. So anyway, what we're trying to say is you got to have a steady flow of stuff to keep stock turning over, keep the money coming in the piggy bank, and having enough money coming in to buy new stock to keep things fresh. And it's like this big old happy merry-go-wheel, or whatever they're called. It's like a couple cogs in the machine, basically, which all need to be turning, except we stopped the steady flow of sales. You know, I'm always going to make mistakes buying. Everyone makes mistakes buying. So it might come down to pricing. It might come down to stock.
Just one of those things, I think. It's just been not a great 3 weeks. So I'm hoping that now it's over, things will start picking up again.
Yeah, I think just keep cracking on. And if nothing changes next month in terms of sales, then we're just have to kind of mix up the stuff we're selling, or mix up the ways we're selling, or it'll be fine. Anyway, we're just being open and honest with you guys. Some of you guys mentioned in the last video talking about the pricing of how much things cost and stuff. So one, I thought it'd be good to sort of break down how much profit we've made on each of those items that sold in the new shop.
I think that we will definitely keep people updated with what's happening in the next few weeks, especially.
Yeah, maybe if we could do like a monthly recap of like sales and profits, that'd be helpful. I think you guys would be interested, and we'll just throw it in a video somewhere.
I think it'd
be helpful for us, to be honest, because I didn't know how much we sold.
I did.
I know if it sells, then we've made a profit, because I wouldn't sell otherwise. So, well, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. All right, in the van, ready to go, and I've got about a 50-minute drive, so not too bad today. I'm going to Wimborne. Anyway, I'm on my own again today, so I'll do my best job of filming and trying to show you guys what I'm looking at and some of the like close-ups of the stuff on the tables. But yeah, let's get going. All right, so I'm here at the Allendale Centre in Wimborne. It's not a bad little drive, to be honest, and I think I'm a bit early. I'm just actually going to go check, see if I can actually get in yet. But they don't open till 10, and I think it's about 9:30 right now. I wasn't sure if there's going to be like a massive queue or anything, but yeah, look at this. So this is the Allendale Community Centre, where I think the Antiques Fair is. Oh yeah, there it is. So Grandma's Attic Quality Antiques Fair, Sunday at Allendale Centre. So yeah, this is it. They must probably still be setting up in that right now, but I'm just gonna go. So yeah, it's in there today. It's £2 to get in. Annoyingly, I don't have £2 coins, so I'm gonna have to break a 5, which is a bit of a pain. But I'm gonna go sit on these benches for a minute while we wait. There's no early entry to this one, but I never know if there's gonna be like queue to get in, like a lot of them. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes they just have open doors. And if it's the first time coming, because it's my first time coming to this one today, I haven't actually brought loads of cash with me to this one. I don't think I'll be coming home with like a van full of furniture or anything like that. Not that we need it, we don't need it. If I can find a couple rare small items, that'd be a good day. I'd call that a good day, yeah. Alright, so this is a little bit of an overview look at the antique fair that I went to in Wimborne. So as you can see on the tables, it's like there wasn't really any furniture or any things I typically buy. I tried to get some close-ups, but you can see it's a lot of jewelry, a lot of glassware, I saw a lot of Moorcroft pieces, a few Lalique pieces, and glassware, vases, like all sorts of things like that. Now I do buy the odd thing, like you've seen me pick up like West German vases, pool pottery. There was a lot of pool pottery pieces actually. A few little trinkets and bits and pieces. So yeah, it did end up being in like 2 different rooms, which was quite a cool layout. I was just trying to get you guys a shot of like what this table looks like. But as you can see, it's a lot of like vases, more glassware, a bit of brass. There was some tiles, a bit of Wedgwood, an oil lamp back there. A lot of brass candlesticks kicking about. This table actually had some interesting pieces. So yeah, this piece was actually like a really cool, interesting Victorian, like, I don't know if it was a Lazy Susan or what it was, but I quite liked it. This table had like some nice Royal Doulton vases. Those were actually a really good price as well. They were like £48 for the pair, I think, which I believe is like half price. But yeah, I wasn't there too long, so I tried to get as much footage as possible. But anyway, back to the van. So that's me done at the Wimborne Antiques Fair. I wasn't there very long. Like I said, I never know what to expect, or I never expect anything when I go to these fairs, but there wasn't really anything for me. I managed to come away with one piece, so I'll show you that now. I came away with like a vintage fencing mask, which I've seen in shops for like, £40, £50 and that here and there. And I actually have a stand, like a 1920s chrome stand, which will actually look quite good if this sits on it. So it's not really anything special, but I just thought it might look kind of cool. So yeah, came away with that. Other than that, I tried to do my best filming as possible, but it wasn't too busy, so it's really awkward to film. But yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of like glassware, a lot of Moorcroft, and a lot of silver, and things that I don't normally buy. A lot of tabletop display case stuff that I don't normally buy, and stuff that I don't really know a lot about. I have a rough idea on like silver pieces and that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's worth coming to have a look. I know that some of you guys would be like quite interested in that. I did have a look. I walked around about 4 or 5 times. I really had like a proper good look. It just really wasn't my kind of stuff. Like it wasn't the kind of stuff that I sell. If you don't look, you don't know, and you might miss out. Anyway, I've just got to Dorchester and I thought I would come and have another look around the Curiosity Centre. You've seen me come here a few times. We tried to get a picture actually, but they're always really full up. But anyway, let's go see what I can find. It's always nice to revisit antique shops because they always have new stock eventually. Again, don't really know what I'm after, but if I can find some furniture or something interesting, that'd be great. I always like this store. They always have really nice furniture here, nice old pine stuff that we kind of sell as well. Like that chest of drawers over there, it's absolutely massive, but I really, really like it. These chests down here are like really nice as well. They're right up our street. Very similar to the stuff we do. That dresser over there. Now, I'm not a big fan of dresser, but the dresser base is great. It works really well for a sideboard. But yeah, just really like the store. They always have nice furniture in here. So I thought these are a particularly lovely set of drawers that I wanted to show you guys. They're right up my street. They just happen to be like £1,000 though. If you look straight down there, they have this really large chest of drawers, which I really like. It's £750. So yeah, I think some of you guys have commented in the past that you've been to the Dorchester Curiosity Centre. It's always busy when we go. I don't actually know how many traders are in it though, but we do like going there because it's only about 15 minutes away from us, and they always have a good variety of stock and interesting pieces. I always really like coming to this room because they always have really nice pieces in here. I especially like their furniture and stuff. Again, it's very similar to the style we like and the stuff we do. Just think it has a nice look, and it's quite a nice spacious bit, this one. So yeah, I thought I'd stop by the Curiosity Centre on my way home. I had like an hour to kill. Oh, I did like this cupboard actually, this like 4-door cupboard. I thought that was actually really nice. Oh, and this chest of drawers, this like French, I can't remember what they're called exactly. French bomb chest, is that it? French bomb test with marble top. I do like those. I used to work at a manor house which had 2 of those, like a matching pair. They were really nice. Me and Holly often talk about getting like a set of 3 industrial lights together. That'd be nice. £90 each or 3 for £240. We actually had one on its own, probably about that sort of size, and we sold it for £50. And we struggled to sell it for that. Yeah, I did like those Thorlux hanging lights. We did have one, which like I mentioned, we sold it for £50, but anyway, it was worth coming. I do like having a look around, even just to be nosy. Alright, so that's me done for Dorchester. I just was having a quick look around. They had some really impressive pieces of furniture, and I've met the dealers who sell that stuff, and they're really nice, and they were really helpful actually when we were looking for a new shop space. But I love those big chest of drawers. The 2 big chest of drawers, they were very impressive. Really kind of like the stuff I want to get. So yeah, I didn't come home with loads today. I literally just came home with this like vintage fencing mask, which I thought was kind of cool. You'll have to just take my word for it that it's not the comfiest thing in the world to wear. Hopefully the modern ones are a lot comfier than this. So I think what I'm going to do with it, it's not going to be expensive, but I think what I'm going to do with it, right, because I had that stand. So I've just had this Art Deco style 1920s, 1930s like chrome stand kicking about. It came with a bunch of other ones, which have all sold now. And it came with those like 2 torsos that you remember. The 2 wirework French mannequin torsos. Like, they were nice. They sold it a while ago. And I've just had this in the spare room ever since. Now, I've never known what to do with it because it's probably not the most saleable thing in the world because it's not very good quality. But what I think I'm going to do, just to get rid of it, I'm just going to put the mask on it. Or even if I don't sell it with the mask, I'll just use it as a display piece for the mask. And yeah, put it in the shop like that. And I just think that makes it a lot cooler. Nothing special today, unfortunately. I've really struggled to buy, actually. As there's not loads going on this week, we haven't got many buying opportunities. There's not many auctions. There's not many fairs going on this week. So I thought it might be good to show you a couple things that were like in progress at home. Now you might remember that we bought that nice like antique pine display case. Now I've done quite a bit of work to it to make it look a lot better now. So you might remember this from a couple of videos ago when we went to the auction. And I bought this and it was in a very sorry state. It still needs to have its glass cut on the front. A couple of you guys suggested maybe leaving it open. But to be honest with you, it didn't take a lot of work to make it look quite good now. So I basically just like hoovered it all out, gave it a bit of a clean. And then cleaned up all the glass so you can see it's a lot clearer and much nicer now. This top bit had like a couple of losses and this very top finial was like completely broken off. Now, I've done my best job. Now, you can see where I've been like sort of sanding it down to sort of make it blend in a bit better. So I need to go over that with like some wood stain and that to make it blend in a bit better. But yeah, still doing a little bit of work on it, so don't judge me too hard. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this now. It looks so much better than it did. The next thing is to obviously get the glass cut at the front and then give it like a final once over with everything. Try and blend in that top bit as much as possible. And then yeah, we got ourselves a nice display case. So yeah, made progress on this one. Now this is the other restoration project I've been working on. If you remember, this one came as like a white, very heavy, thick paint, layer upon layer pine cabinet. Now I managed to strip it as best that I could. Looking at the top, like I sanded this a lot. I quite like it as it is actually. I quite like this top. It's a bit rough and ready, but it's smooth and it's like usable now. Put a couple matching doorknobs on it to like match the top. And then the rest of it's going to be green. Holly's probably going to give it a bit of a once over to make it look a lot nicer because I actually did this one and I'm not that good at it. Holly is much more artistic than I am. And the 2 pieces that Holly's done work on, you might remember from a couple of videos, they have both sold. Everything Holly's touched is sold. Anyway, I know this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea because it's a bit like shabby chicy. I wish I could have just left it as wood. Like I've just put this cabinet next to it. You see that cabinet? I wish I left that to look like that. So it's had that sort of style. But like, yeah, the paint just really wasn't coming off and it just looked awful. So we decided to paint it in the end. As you can see, the left door's not in great condition anyway. So that was a lot more work than it was worth. We're not gonna be selling this for loads of money. It didn't cost a lot of money. And I thought, oh yeah, you know, we'll just strip it and then make it nice. Well, obviously that's not been the case. So, you know, some of you guys will love this and some of you guys will hate it. If it wasn't painted, I would probably quite like it. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on a couple restoration projects that we got going on. I am really impressed with myself on this one though. I do really like this display case. I really wish we could keep it, but we really don't have anything to go in it. Like I don't have anything to display in it that's quite impressive. It's not lockable or anything. It's almost too grand for me. Anyway, I'm excited to get it in the shop one day. I'll keep you updated on what it looks like when it's finally finished. Maybe just show you a couple other bits that are ready to go in the shop as well. So we've got this other like pine side table, 2 drawers. This is kind of right up my street. I had a black one very similar, which sold really well. This one's just a nice Victorian pine side table with 2 drawers. And like I don't really like the ceramic white handles on it, but unless I come across a couple like old handles, I'm not going to change them out. But yeah, that one's another one that's pretty much ready to go in the shop. I just need to sell a couple bits of furniture and then we can put this one in. This room's a bit messy, but you've seen in here a couple times. At the moment, I've got this captain's chair, this like nice Windsor captain's chair. I've had this for like 3 or 4 months now. I've been trying to sell it around the £75 mark, but it hasn't gone. Thankfully, it doesn't really owe me much money now. I think it's basically just had a couple repairs. Like it's had a repair on this arm, which is really well done to be honest, but I kind of like it. I just really like this chair. It's got double stretchers down here as well. I just think it's really nice. I think it's really interesting and I just really like it. And as far as captain's chairs go, it's pretty comfortable. But yeah, it hasn't gone for quite a long time. I've taken it out of the shop to make space for those new bits that I put in earlier in the video. But yeah, it's just going to sit here in the spare room for a little while. And then when we got space again, I'll try it again. I'll probably knock the price down a little bit, but you know, captain's chair for 70 quid. It's just a shame about this arm. Another thing that's been here in our spare room that I quite like is this workshop lamp. One of you guys inquired about it and asked what we have on it, like price-wise, because apparently it got a nice mercury shade. Gonna be honest, I cannot find anything about this. It's got a stamp there for Rainiff, but I can't find much information about them. They have like big ones that seem to be quite expensive. But yeah, haven't priced this one up yet. I need to get a pat test on it, which is why I haven't really done anything with it. Thankfully, I can use the pat tester from Dad's auction. I just haven't got over there yet. But yeah, quite excited to put this one in the shop. I think it's a really cool piece. Nothing crazy or out of the ordinary, but I still got this shade because I've been looking for a brass lamp that would fit this really well. It needs to be one of those lamps that's sort of like medium size, like angle poise sort of size, brass, and like sort of comes over and then has the shade there, and then it needs to be adjustable. So that's one of the lamps I've been looking for, and I just haven't seen one for ages. Another piece of stock that we have ready to go is this side table, or a little occasional table with the mother of pearl inlays. I like this a lot. So yeah, this will come to the shop at some point when we sold a bit of furniture again. As you saw earlier on, it's quite full up, it's got a lot of stools. Maybe if a couple of the stools go or something, then we can take this one over. Still got this Ash and Elm bar back chair here, which I don't really know what to do with because I haven't really looked into it too much. I need to do some research on it. It's not going to be loads of money, but I just think it's a really cool chair. 19th century, handmade. I think it's great. Always got an angled poise kicking about somewhere. Yeah, in this room, it looks kind of unorganized, but it's not. It's all up here. There's quite a lot of like dead stock in here. All pieces that just came with something. Like a lot of pieces in that cabinet over there. A few pieces in this bookcase and some pieces in that bookcase over there. They're sort of just like extras that we had that will probably eventually go into the shop. Or what we might do a vintage fair. We might go sell at like an antiques market or something and sort of maybe take like this whole room. We have like a drop leaf table here, which I've had for like 6 months. It's not particularly nice or anything. It's quite a nice color. It's not very desirable, but we used it when we first moved into our first shop, and I just used it as like a table display. And then thankfully we bought some bookcases and some nicer pieces that we didn't actually need this anymore. So yeah, probably just take it to an antiques fair one day. So keep an eye out for us one day. We might come to an antiques fair. I think it literally only needs to be like 20, 25 pound or something. It's just finding the time to sell at an antiques fair because I quite like buying. But maybe if Holly's free one day and I'm free, we can go do it. Anyway, I'm sure there's lots more stuff in there. There's a lot of like old stock in there, as you can see. But there's also a few new bits, which is quite exciting. We just need to find some space in the shop. Maybe if we ever get to move upstairs in the antique village, maybe we could move to like one of those absolutely massive units. And that way we would just be able to take all of our stock there. I think that's probably the next step actually, is get like a really big space and just keep trading there. So I think that's the next step.